Go, Andy. Go, Andy. Go, Andy. Go, Andy. Go, go. Yay! What's up, y'all? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. First and foremost, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to check out this video, to check out my channel. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video. I appreciate it. I just appreciate you taking your time out of your day to check this out. I got some good feedback and a good turnout on a video that I shared where I was sharing my art and a story that I wrote. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to share a bit more of my art from the Panne, give some more to you guys. Hopefully you like this one. I want to say this was around the time that Dune was coming out, or I think I read Dune. I was doodling a lot. Like I said previously. I just had this random idea one time, and I don't even know where it came from. Somebody else may have had this idea before. Somebody else may have put it out there. I haven't seen it that often. I've shared this on social media before, but I want to share it here on YouTube. I took two properties that I think have some similarities, not crazy similarities, but some similarities. I took Dune. Like I said, this was around the time that Dune was getting ready to come out or had come out. And then I took the Boondocks. I decided to mash them together. Mash up art pieces of Boondocks characters as Dune characters. Basically do DuneDocks. I think it's a comical idea. Like I said, I think there are certain similarities between Dune and the Boondocks, underlying similarities that are very interesting. So I decided to take these two, drew some stuff. I want to share what I drew, but I also want to share some ideas for characters that I think would make good mashups together. Some of these, I'm going to go over the ones that I drew, but I'm also going to mix and match a little bit in regards to the characters. What I drew, I may say that I think something is better or a better idea. Please check it out and let me know what you think. I'm going to start with something that may be obvious to some, not so much to others. In the DuneDocks series, Huey Freeman would be the most obvious choice for the Paul Atreides character. I don't think Huey, to a degree, fits that mold, but I think he makes the most sense because he is the main character. If I was going to go for a Paul Atreides character, I think that Huey Freeman would make the most sense. Because there's certain small things that Huey does. I think Huey is charismatic. He is smart. He could have a similar turn to Paul, in which he cares genuinely for the people that he is trying to liberate. But once he takes the water of life, he would understand that there's things that have to be done to truly liberate those people and to truly go down the path that makes the most sense for the future. Now, would Huey do a lot of things that Paul did? Probably not. Huey would make the most sense as a Paul Atreides-like character. Next, I did not draw this character, but I think it makes the most sense. If Huey is Paul Atreides, then Riley Freeman would be Fade Routher to me. Riley and Huey have that op-like connection, even though they're brothers, and they're oftentimes they are dueling ideals. It's like somebody is trying to lead different concepts, and these two different concepts are clashing together. That's why I see Riley as a Fade Routher type character. And also there's some stuff that Riley can come across as psychotic sometimes. That's why I see Riley as Fade Routher. As Raban, I have Uncle Ruckus because that just makes the most logical sense to me. Raban tries to come across smarter than he is. Raban does not like certain people. Uncle Ruckus is a overseer type character. He would be the perfect overseer for Baron Harkonnen's Dune. It just makes sense, especially if there were black Fremens. Can you imagine the shenanigans and how much Uncle Ruckus would squeeze Arrakis and Dune for their spice? Uncle Ruckus to me makes the most sense as Bond because he doesn't have the power that he thinks he does. Unfortunately, it would probably turn out not in his favor towards the end, but Uncle Ruckus as Raban makes the most sense. These two characters are very complementary of each other. I'm not going to say they're the perfect fit. Then I have Reverend Rollo Goodlove as the Baron Vladimir Harkonnen. This is another one where I feel like he may fit in another position. He might make a better emperor Reverend Rala Goodlove was the schemer, so I think he could be either the Emperor or he could be the Baron. I think the Baron makes more sense because I think another character makes the most sense as the Emperor. I think Ed Wansler Sr. makes the most sense as the Emperor. He has control over so much. He is lording over a lot of what happens in the Boondocks. He is the man of the Boondocks. He's more conniving and more of a schemer. While I think he could fit as Baron Vladimir Harkonnen, maybe a little bit better than Rollo Goodlove, I still think he'd be a better fit as the Emperor because he holds more general power. He holds power similar to the Emperor in the Boondocks. We have Jasmine Dubois, who, to me, makes the most sense as Chani. I mean, especially if you look at the new movies, you have the biracial kid, also because of her close-knit relationship to Huey. Jasmine often grounds Huey because Huey becomes something more than a kid. A lot of times I think people forget that Huey is a child, he's a kid, and Jasmine grounds him in that. Similar to how Chani grounds Paul. I think Thomas Dubois would make the most sense as a Mentat. Thomas is more of like an advice giver. He is more like war counsel in certain instances. You also see he was easily possessed. He cares for his wife. Maybe either Dr. Yue or Thufir. I think that Thomas Dubois would just be a Mentat. I don't even know if he'd be a main Mentat. So he'd either be Dr. Yue or a Mentat. One of those two. I don't think he'd be Thufir. I don't think that would be a good matchup. I think Granddad, even though he's not often the voice of reason, I think Granddad would make the most sense as Thufir. I think you could put Granddad in some other places. He could make sense as some different mashing up with some other characters. But to me, Granddad makes the most sense as a Thufir-like character. Even though he's often the voice of not reason, he often is the voice of reason. Bushido Brown. I think Bushido Brown would make the most sense as a Duncan Idaho or a Gurney Halleck. But Dunk Idaho, to me, would be probably the best mashup with Bushido Brown. Weapons master, skills master, fighting teacher, fighting master, maybe the most dangerous man in the universe, who unfortunately meets an untimely end fighting soldiers that he's probably better than. It's just more of them. There's a few other characters that I was thinking about, and that would be Ed Wansler III and Colonel Stinkmeaner. Ed Wansler, you might see him as a Sardaukar general or maybe a Fremen fanatic, one of those two, but I think he'd probably be a Sardaukar. He would probably align with his grandfather and the things that his grandfather was trying to do. And as far as Stinkmeaner would just have to be like an evil character. I don't know. Maybe Stinkmeaner is a Gola later on in the story, or I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of characters that you could do some interesting things with in a Dune and Boondocks mashup, a DuneDocks story. Would it ever happen? Aaron Magruder is seemingly long away from Boondocks. They tried to revive Boondocks previously, and the revival didn't work out as planned. I do not think they would revive Boondocks and combine it with Dune. I think it would make a great story. It'd make an interesting episode. That was just my idea of a Dune and Boondocks mashup. Those are the characters that I thought about specifically. There's a lot of characters that you could look at in the Boondocks series and combine them with characters in the Dune series. And you can go further into it, you go deep into it, and do a lot with it. I wanted to share that with you guys real quick. I am probably going to be sharing a few more doodles, stories, working on some stuff. It's motivated me to do some more and be a bit more creative as far as writing and art. It's hard sometimes because your mind comes up with the ideas, but then you have to put them to paper. To hear positive feedback is always good because it makes you want to do stuff. It makes you want to give people more. Hopefully I can give you guys some more. I can give you guys some good stuff. What do you guys think about this Dune and Boondocks mashup? Does it work? Does it not work? Could it be a potentially good story? Could it be a good way for them to revive the Boondocks series? Let me know what your thoughts are. Please feel free to like and share this and comment on this. I really just appreciate you taking time just to watch this. Thank you so much. I hope you guys continue to have a great day and you guys continue to be blessed. Have a